Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And I had to start with this from Binance. In 1915, ads tried to stop people from choosing cars over horses. A reminder that change is often resisted, but it is inevitable. Now, this ad talks about how it's cheaper to own a horse than it is to own a car. They also talk about how a horse will get you through snow and mud better than a car can. But most likely, the people that wrote this ad knew that the car was the future, not the horse. And look at what's going on with crypto right now. The mainstream media news is pushing the narrative that crypto is only used for illicit activity and money laundering and to fund terrorism. But we know better. We know that the preferred payment method when it comes to terrorism and illicit activity is the US dollar. They also push that narrative because they want people continuing to put their money into the broken banking system. Go to work all week and put your money into your savings or checking account. Don't be investing into something like crypto. You'll lose all your money. That's the narrative that they always pushed. And wait until the banks are able to custody crypto. All of a sudden, you're going to see announcements on why you should be putting your money, your crypto, at the bank instead of custodying it yourself in your Ledger or Decent wallet. And most likely, they'll also try to give incentives for you to custody your crypto at the bank instead. No, thank you. I will custody my own crypto. I don't need the broken banks holding on to my crypto for me. But even when you talk to people outside of crypto about getting invested in the crypto, what do they always tell you? I don't want to tie my money up. I don't see any value in crypto. Crypto is just a passing fad. Yet we already know as crypto investors that XRP is going to be moving the world's money because we see the massive network already forming. We see all the Ripple rails set up all around the world for XRP to run on. And what else is the mainstream media news doing right now? They're promoting Bitcoin. They're pushing Bitcoin more now than ever before in all the time I've been holding crypto. Same thing with BlackRock, same thing with Sailor, because they want all these new investors putting their money into the distraction instead of the disruption. As XRP holders, I always told you, we are holding the future. We are holding the disruption. With today's announcement from Ripple, there is no longer a need for debate on XRP being used or not in the BRICS nations. Ripple Payments Direct documentation from Ripple, the exact process, now approved for operation in the UAE. And we've been calling it all along. The BRICS are going to be utilizing RippleNet and XRP. It made sense because you see all the Ripple rails set up in every single BRICS country already. Even countries that are looking to join the BRICS already have Ripple rails inside. And Brad Garlinghouse says, regulatory clarity is what businesses want and what consumers need. The UAE understands that. You know, everywhere outside the United States, things are pushing ahead. Innovation is growing and expanding. You know, the digital transformation is happening in every single country around the world except the United States. For some reason, we are doing nothing here. And at some point, we are going to have to play catch up. It's just a matter of time. Open interest in XRP has surged past $1 billion amid growing enthusiasm for Ripple's upcoming RLUSD stablecoin. currently in private beta testing on both the XRP Ledger and the Ethereum blockchain. So they're saying that more people are investing in XRP now, anticipating the release of RLUSD. We've seen the same thing happen last year before the judge made that decision that XRP is not a security. And you know, that's what happens because people know what XRP is capable of. They know it's going to have a massive run up and they don't want to miss out on it. Wait until you see the FOMO once we get to $1. It is going to be absolutely incredible. Ripple driving global payments volume with blockchain. And what they're pointing out here is this. Ripple Payments offers near real-time settlement and upfront visibility on fees and real-time payment status throughout a transaction, allowing businesses to better manage their cash flow. I watched Ripple starting now to push payments again. They want to gain more traction with cross-border payments because everything is gearing up for ISO as well. Ripple has long been an institutional favorite thanks to its partnerships with major banks and financial institutions. XRP's regulatory clarity, the approval of the Bitcoin ETF, and the recent Grayscale XRP Trust have all laid the groundwork for an XRP ETF. As shown below, the Bitcoin ETF helped legitimize crypto among institutions, which in turn positioned institutional favorites like XRP to be the next digital asset selected for an ETF. That's most likely why they passed over Solana and chose to go with an XRP ETF instead, because the institutions already see XRP as the future. It's one of their favorite cryptocurrencies. U.S. banks are proactively informing their customers about the added value of ISO 222, the most recent example being Santander Bank US. The ultimate result of ISO 222 will be a better end-to-end experience for all participants in the payments chain. We're going to see more and more talk of ISO now as we continue to push into the future, because next year is going to be absolutely massive. FedNow and SWIFT coming together with ISO. Also, RippleNet, XRP gaining traction. XLM will be gaining traction. XDC, because ISO is going to bring value to a handful of cryptocurrencies. It's the same reason I said we are going to have crypto regulations in place ahead of ISO 222, because that's what makes sense. Breaking: the first tokenized gold transaction on the XRP Ledger went through. A bigger rollout will happen through October. So you see, Meld Gold, first transaction on mainnet went through yesterday. Now, as tokenization of gold continues to happen, as gold continues to get tokenized, all of a sudden, Bitcoin is no longer going to be looked at as digital gold, because now you'll be able to move gold around the world in a matter of seconds through tokenization. Everything that's happening right now is pulling the belief and the hype away from Bitcoin, and that's going to continue to happen over time. And as it does, the smart money is going to be leaving Bitcoin and going into real value, these ISO cryptocurrencies. Ripple news: this is the final week for the SEC to appeal the Ripple case. Can the court dismiss the SEC's potential appeal, and will the SEC lose the $125 million fine? I think they're going to take the $125 million. But even now, that new XRP ETF shows that it's less likely for the SEC to appeal. But people are continuing to speculate around this. I see it all over X every day. expect a major dump once the SEC decides to appeal the judge's ruling. But I don't think that's going to happen. In fact, I think we're going to see a lot of momentum leading up to October 7th as well. And I think we're going to continue upward from there. That's my honest opinion. Modernize and secure with Ripple custody. Now, this is for institutions. You see right here why finance industry leaders choose our institutional grade custody software, security and execution, advanced governance framework, flexible deployment, efficiency, and automation. And I think Ripple is pushing this right now as well because of the XRP ETFs. Later, this will most likely also be available for retail as well. But I'm going to continue to hold and custody my own crypto. But I can see the banks pushing their agenda to custody your crypto for you in the future. Once the banks are allowed to hold digital assets and crypto, that will open up a lot of new avenues at the banks as well. I think it will bring a lot of new investors into crypto over time. But by the time that the banks are getting involved with crypto, I think the prices on a lot of these cryptocurrencies, these utility-driven cryptocurrencies, are already going to be very high. People will be buying a piece of an XRP every week at the bank, the same way they're buying pieces of a Bitcoin today at those kiosks. I never understood why people would put their money into Bitcoin. Look at the price of Bitcoin right now. What do you expect to get in this next run? Maybe a 3 to 5x. I'm figuring at least a 20 to 30x on XRP based on what everybody's saying, maybe even more. You know, once utility starts driving XRP, that's going to change everything. I think it's going to change to 4-year cycles. I think we're going to see a full-blown utility run. We've never seen that before in crypto. Nobody even knows how long that lasts and how high the prices can get. And the same thing's going to happen with the rest of the ISO cryptocurrencies as well. You know, we're going to start to see things change very fast once regulations are put in place. But until it all happens, you got to stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.